So many books, so little time. Sometimes I wish I could just step into a bookstore and magically consume all of the stories, strategies, poetry, and information in all of the incredible books of the world. But until Musk or Zuckerberg figures that out, I'll just keep reading them one at a time. In this video, I'm sharing 10 great books I've read this year. Number 1, Getting Things Done, The Art of Stress-Free Productivity by David Allen. It's a very popular self-help classic for managing time and energy. It's a really great book for leaders. Number 2, The Art of Impossible by Steven Kotler. This book is so good, definitely one of my favorites this year. Steven is known for his work with helping people get into the flow state, which he does talk about in this book. In fact, he says that flow starts when we say yes to the fight. We have to break through that resistance to do our best work. He also talks about how to hack your creativity. It really is a fascinating read filled with interesting stories and helpful strategies. Number 3, A World Without Email by Cal Newport. A world without email. It sounds impossible, but also kind of amazing. I'm a big fan of Cal Newport's work, including his books Deep Work and Digital Minimalism, so I had to pick this one up too. He shares some really great stories on how some companies are becoming more productive simply by getting rid of their email and turning to other platforms like Slack to communicate. Number 4, Ask for More by Alexandra Carter. Negotiation is an essential skill not only in our career, but in life. Yet so many of us shy away from learning how to become better negotiators. If you think you have to be the loudest to win in a negotiation, think again. Alexandra shares her simple and powerful 10-question framework for successful negotiations where you can create a win-win for both parties. I've had the pleasure of chatting with Alexandra, and she is a powerhouse woman who shares great content about stepping into your power and getting what you're worth. So I was thrilled when I found out that she wrote this book. Number 5, The Organized Mind by neuroscientist Daniel Levitin. Our minds are incredible. We are constantly taking in new data every day and making decisions, which oftentimes leads to feelings of information overload. This is one of the reasons we end up forgetting where we put our keys or we miss an appointment. We have a lot going on in life and a lot going on up here. Fortunately, in this book, Daniel shares methods to regain a sense of mastery over the way we organize our homes, workplaces, and time. If you geek out over discovering why we do what we do and how to live a more productive life, you will love this book. Number 6, The Everyday Hero Manifesto by Robin Sharma. This was a book recommended to me by a few people before I finally picked it up, and I'm so glad I did because I really enjoyed it. Robin has mentored billionaires, business titans, professional sports superstars, and other successful individuals for many years. In this book, he shares strategies to help us overcome fear, stop procrastination, and how to execute on your big vision for life. It's definitely one of those books worth reading and rereading, especially when we need that little boost of inspiration. Number 7, Breath by James Nestor. This is a fascinating book about the power of breath. Yep, breathing is something we do every day and we don't even think about it, but so many people aren't breathing correctly. James shares how to breathe in a way that provides so many benefits, including decreasing stress and anxiety. He even shares breathing exercises at the end, which I find very helpful. Number 8, Holy Moments by Matthew Kelly. In this book, Matthew helps us feel like it is possible to change the world with the simplest acts of kindness. I'm a huge fan of his work in general and have recommended some of his books in other videos because they are truly life-changing. There's something really special about this one. If you want to make an impact in the world, I highly recommend reading Holy Moments. Number 9, The Moth Presents Occasional Magic, True Stories About Defying the Impossible. If you like TED Talks, you will definitely enjoy this book. The Moth provides a similar platform where people get up on stage and share their stories and insights. They invited some of their speakers to include their stories in this book. Number 10, I Was Told There'd Be Cake. Such a great title. This is another book of stories. Well, they're actually essays from author Sloane Crosley. This was a recommendation from an extremely talented content creator that I actually interviewed on my podcast. It's a book I normally wouldn't have discovered, but I'm so happy that I did. It's a really fun read, especially if you want to step away from business and personal development books for a little bit and you just want to be entertained. These are just some of the great books I've read this year. I hope at least one of them sparked your interest and made it onto your reading list. What great books have you read this year? Share them in the comments. I am always looking for great book recommendations. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and share it with someone who you think might find it valuable as well. And if you want to see more content just like this, I invite you to subscribe to my channel so we can stay connected.